So we will be doing, we'll be going in the email studio and data extensions. And we'll see how we can write AMP script in the email. It's loading, it is loading. So you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah. So Mayur, this process is same, right? We have to go to Email Studio and click on the email, and then we will be writing the code
Yes,
inside
yes,
that
yes.
editor, right?
Yes, create an email. This I just now created for the previous session. I had one more session previously, and so both of you carefully look here, this section, this personalization, right? Second last.
Yes.
So uh, this is really important. What it will do is it will allow you to select a data extension, data source. You can choose a data source, and right now there is one data source already selected, which has these columns in it, right? Right. So what it does is keep a backup of this. So once you click the column, the AMP will already be generated for it. Like hi, first name, last name, comma, BR tag, right? And then your static text, something like anything you can add, welcome. And now you can save this. This way, you can easily get the columns in the data extension here in the AMP script. This you got. This much is fine, right? I'm
Sorry.
not fine.
We just added a personal item, right? Not anything.
Yeah, yeah, added personalization. Now we will add other things as well.
Okay.
So this was just the starting point. Otherwise, now if you see here, if you want to apply any logic, if else or something like that, and you can apply the app for that here. So there is a promo column here in this data extension. And if that is not empty, then we have created a new variable is having promo and we are fetching the value of that promo. Okay. Else, if is having is that else means it is blank. So if it is blank, then will come to no here. It will be set as no. And we can fetch this, we can use this variable value in our email further, like we got this information, blah blah blah, all this static text, and we can save it. And this is the thing to note that we'll be getting variable value like this. Okay, this is just a small example. We'll check out more. We'll see one more scenario, what we can do. So what happens is, this is a dynamic email template now. I am script example. Now I can reuse this template in the email journey and send this email to the users. This you understand?
Yes.
Now let us think of any a scenario where you are having a data extension and you have a field there, so that has multiple rows, attended event. If that is true, then you show the voucher. Right now, we are not having such data extension. We can create one, not a problem, and insert the data into it and use that data extension here and create a dynamic event. And if it is not a data, not a, if he did not attend the event, if that means if the value is false, then we will show nothing. So something like that. It be a normal if else scenario, and we can go ahead and start creating the data extension now, which will eventually have the rows. So let us create a new event template as well and new data extension.
Oh, Mayur, can we do it from the scratch or like
Yes,
are
yes, I'm
we?
doing it from the scratch. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
So okay, first let us create data extension. Okay. Okay. So we have our own. Let us create say a logs folder and create from new name example. I hope no one else use it. ID first name attended event, which will be uh, Boolean value, right? Type Boolean, you understand, right?
Yes. Yes,
And
sir. No.
object code. Boolean means 0 and 1. Yeah, yes, sir, right.
Hmm.
Object code can be text, no problem. And what else? You can have also date or also expiry date, current, Okay. Let's see. Just have script example. Okay. So your data extension is ready, right? So we'll try to fetch these values and create a dynamic email, right? To the customer. That thanks for attending the event and your voucher code is so and so. It is expiring on this date. Let's try to add the records, some dummy records. We can enter email field of the customer here as well if needed. Or if they did not attend the event, she was very busy.
Like tomorrow also when we went, I think, at
So,
Mumbai.
yeah. So Mayur, actually, we also need a email ID as a field, right?
Yes.
Because then how come we can able to send it to this people?
Yes. We can add that, not a problem.
Okay.
Here editing the data type is difficult, right?
Yeah.
First we have to delete and then we have to create the new like this attribute, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you mean to say we cannot modify the attributes once created, uh,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yes. Like in our like first lecture, sir also informed na, like we have to if data type is we type like wrongly type or selected anything, so we have to create one more or delete that one, and then only we can like edit option is not there. We have to delete and we have to create like that.
Okay. No, I don't remember that one.
Mhm.
Thanks.
What is
Yeah, yeah. Uh, SURADKR, Surarkar.
the thing is, email will be sent using Journey Builder. No problem. We can add this template in the Journey Builder and then do it. But right
So,
now, will no problem. Okay, tell me.
no, so in that case, we don't need a email ID or what it is.
Yeah, yeah, but still, let's add it. No problem. Give me.
Okay, SURADKAR.
Can you send in chat?
Yeah, yeah. Wait.
Pratibha, you also. I think for you, you have not presented the. Event. Okay. So this is how you create a extension. You insert the rows, and this sign near ID is the value key. Okay, guys.
Yes.
So your source is now ready. Now you want to create a new message. Correct?
Yes.
That was important. Now in this, you can either create a template or a new event, no problem. So you can insert your name here. Okay, I selected the HTML. That next one will be click is not working. Got hanged.
Oh, connection.
Okay. So we see we are getting those columns here. Can you see?
Yes. Once we added data
Okay.
extension, we will make this one.
So your standard and syntax here.
Block box.
And you can create a new variable if your customer or the recipient of the email has attended the event. You can do a lookup on that. So this lookup will give you lookup. You will be giving your data extension
Data
name,
extension.
which
Data.
was this is very slow. So every time it gets, I will copy that from there. Next will be your field, like all the column name will be uh, attended event, right?
Yes.
Right. We can print this variable in a standard format like attended. Let's copy it here. Whenever you want to get the value of variable, you can do it like this.
This is also printing statement like that.
Yeah, it will print.
Out,
It's like just like you know, out.
output.
uh,
We used before we used output only, right? Yeah.
yes. Before will be you will set it.
There is it out.
Uh, So, Mayur, why we have used ID twice in that?
ID will be your
Yeah,
custom.
one ID is in the double quote and it, one will be the without quote.
Yes. So what it will do is uh, so there is a special syntax. One is lookup rows, then another is lookup. So it will look for this property and this ID, whether they have this column. This will be dynamic. This will be the value of the ID.
Okay.
And it will only pick, it will iterate those rows and give you for every customer. So this is ID field. We can do it like it will print the ID value basically.
Okay,
ID
so
value
only it will print the ID value.
print and fetch the value also.
Okay.
Let's save this. And there's one more thing I was testing. This was not working in this all. If we can test this.
I think here we have to select the data extension again.
No, no,
Uh,
no. Oh, shit. So, earlier when I tried, it was not working. Let's try. Okay. This we have faced earlier. You remember?
yeah, this is basically that
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
happened
profile
is,
center and
yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
what happened? SFMC has that standard that for every email we need these things, right?
Yes. Always we need
mandatory
this
brand.
this thing.
Mandatory profile center.
So right? These two only, right?
No, three. Profile center, unsubscribe, and that physical mailing address. Three. Physical mailing address.
You also need to add that sender information.
Now it is printing, can you see? Attended true and attended false. Can you see this? This value is dynamic, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So what it is doing here is, so usually it is suggested as a best practice that we somehow it got clubbed here. Subtract this the part of this, right? And let us add this also at the bottom. So you should test along while you're developing. It is a best practice, right? Okay. And here you're having an option for both the customer IDs. You can use these arrows and it will go to the next step. This way here you can iterate. Now,
Uh, Mayur, I'm still confused with that ID part. Can you just explain me this? That ID in the double quote and without quote? Because I don't see that it is getting, printed on that preview.
it will not get print. It is for fetching this. Okay. Print
And
print print is this only.
uh, so among this, like in that loop tag, what is the output of that? Like you have added that loop, right? So where you have selected the AmScript example as a data extension, then attended event as a field. So it will be fetching the value from that attended event, right? That true or false.
Yeah.
Then what is the use of using that ID?
So
Because
in yeah, okay. I
if
will give
if we remove the ID and try it with that, then will that gonna
wait.
work?
Okay. Wait. Let
Because
me
ID is nothing but just like subscriber key,
ID
right?
is
It is
the ID,
mandatory or how?
yeah, ID is the lookup value, subscriber key. This is your subscriber key. So if you check the syntax of lookup in the
okay,
in any other example or documentation, you will find that first one is the data extension, second is the
correct.
column,
Attributes.
third is the subscriber key, and fourth is the lookup value. This is how it is broken up into four arguments
Okay,
or
okay,
parameters.
okay, okay. So I'm not aware of like I haven't gone through that syntax thing, so
Yeah,
that's why I got
yeah.
confused.
That is a syntax thing, number one.
Okay,
And number two, that is not for your printing. That is for
okay.
the your
Matching.
fetching.
Yeah, yeah. For just uh, checking the data inside.
Compare. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is you see this is subscriber key and this is the lookup value. Now,
Okay.
if you open your data extension, what do you see here? You see this.
Mhm.
ID relates to
ID relates to the subscriber or
subscriber.
subscriber. So,
So
so whatever attribute we added as a primary key, that will become a subscriber key for that specific record, right?
yes, yes, yes.
So if we add email as a primary key, then the subscriber key will be that email, right? Email ID. Am I correct or wrong?
ID maps to the subscriber key. Internally, SFMC uses this subscriber key, and here, according to the syntax, we have written it. So this is the only thing. I'll send you one example after this for the lookup thing. Huh? Okay. Now, so okay. Now, what you can do here, let us add more logic step by step. If you attended, then let's not type on your copy. So, if you have attended, then we will send you the voucher code and blah blah and date, right? Pratibha has not attended, she is busy. So that is why there is no voucher for Pratibha. Okay. Right now I'm just creating blocks. We'll define it. Don't worry. Something like this. You save it, correct? So here in this line, you check the value of the variable and do a then and now we can start building content inside this. Correct. So if you don't, one more thing here, if you have no action in else, then you can remove it as well. No problem. Even if it is there, then no problem. If you remove it also, in case you don't have anything to show, no problem. Okay, let's do one thing. If the customer attended the event, we will try to execute this. Then let's go. So can you send me that if example? It was there in the WhatsApp. Some blocking in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So can you see now? There was some this I had given space here by mistake. So this is like this. And now what it is doing is it is checking if you have attended true, then it is printing attended. Otherwise, it is not printing anything. So Vishal had attended, right? Pratibha is blank. She did not. Okay,
Yes.
correct.
Hmm.
So these are simple examples. We created data extension, we fetched values, we applied if. Similarly, we can apply. So in case he has attended, let us write something. Congratulations, you won a voucher. Right below are your voucher details. Now, what will happen? I'll go to the next line. Excuse me for this typo. Voucher code, code, voucher, expiry date. What field we had created, right? You can also say it like used by this date. Thing. Print. And this guy can try to fill out this. Oops. Oh, okay, makes sense, right? So the guys, first one we do a little lookup event, and to the guys who have attended it, we are saying congratulations, you have won, blah blah blah, with all the details and voucher code from the extension, expiry date from the extension. Fine. Try to see. No, there's not printing, there is some issue. Okay, yeah, sorry. It was for Pratibha. Pratibha has not got the voucher code. That's right. Printing there.
Yes.
Makes sense. So you're getting dynamic
Yes.
value, right? Based on conditions. So always remember the flow. You created the extension first, which acted as a source. You inserted the data, correct? And you made primary key and everything, all those things. And your ID matches subscriber key. Then you came here and you created a new email. And inside that email, you applied AMP script. You did a lookup on your data extension and you figured out who attended the events. And once you figured out who attended the events, then you sorted them, like you fetched their details, um, voucher code, voucher expiry date. Now your email is ready. You can add it in the journey builder and shoot in a different flow, right?
So, Mayur, if we added data expression directly to this email message,